Welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 2013 on the Idaho Map with the Rude Man. As you see, scrambling across the top of my screen was information that our silage mixer, our mixed feed mixer, has finished its job, and it's raining. It is the morning after the last episode, and as you see on the map, I have planted crops. And we're looking at canola on most of the fields, but I did plant 35 in soybeans, and I planted 36 and 37 in oats. So we're going to do some harvesting. Let's see what of that is ready to harvest. And it looks like 7, 11, 25, 12. These are already, the ones I did later in the day are not. Actually, I completely finished all of these, and it was driving my equipment back to the farm when I ran across field 6 and realized that I had not seeded field 6. And if you remember, I had seeded field 8 in grass, and I had to re-plow that. So that took me some time while everything else was being seeded to do that. I finally finished it, so it got a late start of being seeded also. So some of these fields are probably going to be an evening harvest, which is okay. In the meantime, I found my cattle, and I followed Little Bo Peep. Oh, wait a minute. She has sheep, doesn't she? Well, at any rate, I was dinking around with the hay and the grass over here, and I looked across the street, and I thought, oh, there's my dairy. I didn't really lose it. I just forgot where it was. So, and that got pointed out by a subscriber. They said, it's right across the street, you dummy. Oh. Well, thank you. No, they were very gracious, and reminded me that that's where the cattle are. Now, these are milk cows, and I did come in here with some grass, and I need to come in here with some water. They don't have any water, and they need some straw for bedding. So, and I'm trying to figure out, there's 3 troughs here. Well, more than that. There's 4. This one takes feed, but when I drove past these others, they wouldn't take that. So I'm trying to figure out what they do take. I'm thinking that maybe they take straw and silage and maybe mixed feed. They may all be separate. I don't really know. We'll take a look. And let's see, what else were we doing? We were continuing on with the silage blower. Let's get that started again. Okay, get him going. And somebody asked me how I got the snorkel to point towards the tractor. It's just the O key. Although I don't use my keyboard, I use a Logitech rumble pad, and it's the left bumper and the 3 button for me, or the O key, as in oh my God, I'm using the keyboard to do it. If you're using a keyboard. And he's getting dirty, that tractor. Let's pull up as far as I can get here. Okay, now I was also, before I logged in, I was heading from I had purchased this water tank, I don't know, quite a while ago, 3 or 4 days ago. Farm days, that is. And I was heading back to the farm with it, but I need to have one because I have milk cows on one farm and feed cows on another, I'm going to need more than one tank of water, and I don't want to run it back and forth, back and forth. But I did do something. I had, oh shoot, what did I just do? Stop being an idiot. Okay. Oh, jeez. Look, you lost your teeth. That was cool. Watch when I unhook the trailer. That thing goes down. Cool. Ignore the Canadian flag on the side of the thing. I don't know how that got on there. I think I was pranked or something. Yeah, let's go to the mod shop thingamabob. And I passed it, didn't I? Let me show you something that I had in my mod folder. I've never used them, but I have them in the mod folder. I don't know why I thought they were cool, and maybe because they are, I don't know. They're water trucks, actually, and let me find them here. By the way, the things that have the Canadian map on them, they come along with the Canadian... Did I say Canadian map? The ones that have the Canadian flags on them are equipment that comes with the Canadian map, which I have downloaded and that I play. So let's see. These are what I was talking about. The multi-car washer tank green, and now they say some of them say milk tank. They're water tanks and milk tanks both, I think. Let's see if it says in the description. This is the Heiko multi-car. Since 1993, this car transporting milk and water has no HUDs. Show to help menu F1 in the game. This model has work lights and direction lights and has a glossy texture. The multi-car is a real product by Heiko. www.heiko.com. This mod is written by blah 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 blah. Anyway, I don't see where it shows the capacity, so I'm not quite sure how much water and milk they hold, but they come in many different colors, like a rainbow. Look at that. Green, kind of an orange, blue, and white. And so I might pick one of those up for one of the farms just to see how they work and see how much they hold. And I do have enough money, so I haven't done it, and the reason why I haven't done it, I just can't make up my mind which color. And I don't want to pick the wrong one, and I don't really want to buy 4 of them, and so I haven't bought any of them. So I don't know what to do. Maybe I can get somebody to tell me what color is the best one, and buy one of those. In the meantime, I have this one, and I better get it to the farm. Should open the top and let the rainwater in. Uh-oh, no beacons. Oh, the case doesn't have any beacons. Oh man, I'm gonna die. Oh, look. I have cars behind me. And this one's slow. About 16, 17 miles per hour is all it's gonna get. And I don't even know if it'll hold a full tank of water. I won't pull it, that is. I don't know how... although there is on the internet, if you're interested, you can Google it. There's one of these Case Spirit of 76s that somebody took a video of at a tractor pull. It's a very short video, but if you Google the Case, what is this, a 1570? If you Google Case Spirit of 76, 1570 I believe it is, you'll see in a YouTube video of a guy that was at a tractor pull, and this rig, a real life tractor pull, this one was pulling they pull sleds with weights on them, but that was kind of cool. When I was doing, I did a showcase on this tractor, and when I was doing that, I Googled it so I could find out some legitimate information and stats on the tractor itself, and I found that video. It's kind of cool. don't know when it's supposed to start raining, but well, we got lots of time. It's barely light green. I don't have to be too worried until... Although, wait a minute, I don't have to worry at all. There's no wither on this map. I keep forgetting that. Thank God for small favors. So, let's see. We need to get some of this mixed silage. Well, it's not mixed silage. Mixed rations, whatever you want to call it. Mixed feed to the pigs and the cattle. And I don't think I've got enough for the milk cows, but we need to buy at least one more mixing station for the dairy cattle, and I want to put another at least one or two beside this one up here to get, because we've got plenty of silage, we've got grass coming out our ears, not literally, but and we got lots of straw. You saw how much straw I have, so we could easily support 2 or 3 or 4 of those mixing stations. Now the mixing station, when you first log on, or if you're in the middle of a gameplay and it finishes its job of mixing, it'll send a blurb across the top of your screen telling you that that's full, and it says mixing station number 1. Since I only have one, then you know that's what it says. If you have more than one, it'll say mixing station number 1, mixing station number 2, and so forth. But let's take a look. Now, if you remember, when we first put the feed in there, or the components for the feed, the silage and the grass and the straw, that light up that was blinking green, and now it's blinking yellow. I'm assuming that that's telling us that, hey, this is done working and it's ready to be fed to the animals. I should get over here with the tractor and see if we can see inside that. Let's do that. Now, if you look in the back here, whoa, oh my goodness, did I really just do that? Yes, I did. It's not like I've never done that before. Yeah, if you look in the back here, you'll see all the partitions are full and mixed, and they're still moving. Look at that. That's cool. That's cool. So it's still being mixed in those tanks. Let's see if I can get him off. Oh, don't be stuck. Come on. Don't be stuck. Oh, I don't want to have to ram you off. Bar ram you. Oh, come on. This isn't right. I guess I should pay attention what I'm doing when I'm driving. My fault. These tractors, they run really well if you get them started. Keep pounding the wrong key. Alright, I'm not going to ram him too hard. He doesn't need to come flying off there. I just want to get him off so he can traction. He can get traction. These tractors are tough though. You can ram them, it doesn't even hurt them any. You gotta hit him first though. Stupid tree was in my way. I couldn't see. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, Lord. It sucks to be me, I tell you what. I feel like Rodney Dangerfield. Oh, I don't want to leave that running. Alright, back over to the case. Just in case. I want to bring the mower over here this time because I want to mow that grass before I set these things down. Wish I'd done it with that one. Look at that. That's not right. The aesthetics are really bad. Alright, let's go get some water. Some water. Funny how different people say different things. I have a woman that I knew. I call her my foster mom. And she says "worsh." We're gonna do. We want you to wash the dishes today. I said, what? You mean wash? Yeah, that's what I said. Wash. No, you can't wash the dishes. Just let them wash themselves. Hey, sheepy. One little lamb out there all by himself, eating in the rain. Oh, look, it has a little water sign. Little faucet sign there. Look at that. That's cool. Now this is a big tank. This should hold a little bit of water, I would think. I guess. Come on, keep drinking. Bloop, 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 bloop. I wonder if you can do anything with this tank here. Yeah, you can. Oh, that's not the tank. That's the. Yeah, that was the tank. Tank hatches. You can open them. Look at that. Oh, and look. According to that, it's full. Okay, so you can back doors open and close. Well, wouldn't the water come out? What? Number pad ought. Oh, look at that. And it's even lit. Well, that's just super cool. Oh, it's got a computer in it. Is that a computer or is that a cash register? They're going to charge you for your water. What else? I think the rest is for the tractor. Yeah, the rest is for the tractor. But that is just super cool. Oh, look at... They closed really slow, but they opened up really fast. Look at that. Well, no, I guess it's the same speed. It's just the lights threw me off. Alright, let's quit goofing around now. Let's close that up. We don't need it open. Do that. Okay, now let's see. Is this a water trough here? Little sheepies need water. Nope, water's not accepted here. So what is that for? Is that for feed? Mixed feed, maybe? So evidently the sheep don't need water. Well, they've got a pond out there. They can just suck it up, sheep. There's a pond out there. Get your own water. And it's raining anyway. Just look at the sky. If it quits pretty soon, I want to start harvesting. I don't like harvesting in the dark. You guys know that. Oh. I'm supposed to... This is where you feed them. You got to put the water in the tank. The water goes in the tank. And there must be an auto watering system inside. I'm just assuming. I didn't see it, but I'm assuming it's there. Because if it isn't, there's no point in putting water in here, isn't there, right? Wow. I must have already done this. I did, didn't I? You guys saw me do it. I know you did. Well, that was a whole lot of water in a big tank for nothing. I may have to run this to the other farm. But it's not that hard. Because I set up a transportation point between farm 1 and farm 2. Yeah, I did this already. You know what I did? I did this because I didn't have any food to give them. So I thought, well, eat water. Let them have water. Okay, so let's do a transportation on this, and we're going to go to farm 1 to farm 2, farm 2 to farm 1. That's the one. And go and stop at the last trigger. This truck is doing 43%. That looks like snow instead of rain, doesn't it? It's the whitest rain I've ever seen. Feed me. Feed me. You guys ever see that movie? Little Shop of Horrors or whatever it was? Okay, what else can we be doing? We need to... I think this is the only... Is this the only trailer I have that does silage? I think it is. Can't remember if the other trailers I have. Does the Cornhusker do silage? Anybody know? Let's see. Trailers. Trailers for sale or rent. Room still at 56. Alright, I must have missed it. Are they in here? Oh, it'd be in tippers, wouldn't it? Cow tippers. Anybody ever do a cow tipping? How many times did I go by tippers? I'm 2 or 3. Whoa. Okay, there's the Cornhusker. I'm a little loopy tonight. Yeah, I usually do this in the morning. I've had a hard day today, so I'm kind of, I'm having too much fun, actually. Which is okay compared to the last time I was on. Alright, wheat, barley, rape, maize, corn, sorghum, sundergrass, or Sudan grass, I guess it is. Millet, I don't know what millet is. Soybean, sunflower, oat, rye, green wheat. What's the difference between green wheat and wheat? Because it's green? Triticale, dinkle. I'm not quite sure what dinkle is either. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is. Rice, hemp, moan, peas, cotton, black-eyed peas, seed, fertilizer, and lime. So it does fertilizer, but it won't do silage. Alright, fair. What about these? Wow. These will haul everything but the kitchen sink. Holds manure. Cucumbers. What's a fruit? A pouflon. Huh. Mushrooms. Good lord. Mushrooms? Come on. Honey melon. That sounds good. Red cabbage, white cabbage. Savoy cabbage. Silage. Alright, those John Deeres will do silage. You know, I should get those and replace the Cornhuskers with those. Because these hold a lot more anyway. This is 200,000. The Cornhusker, I think, is only 100, isn't it? What's the Cornhusker? Oops. Yeah. Cornhusker, there it is. Cornhusker 800. Does it say? I can't remember what it does. I really don't remember. But yeah, we should, let's, oh my gosh, they only sell for 25,000. And those, I mean, you only get 25,000. And those are 48. Well, I'm going to have to sell something first. Alright. I'm thinking around, this guy's not doing his job. Come on, buddy. Keep it up. Thing's not going to get loaded by itself. Okay, so there we are. Let's take a look at tractors here. He's not baying it back yet. Boy, he is slow. Is this the, no, where's the Black Beauty? There's the Black Beauty. I didn't realize that the Black Beauty, if you, oh, he's full of grass. Oh, I had him finish up on the cattle farm. Anyway, what I was going to show you, if you look at the Black Beauty, look at the mirrors. They work. You can see the arm of the driver. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh? I didn't notice that before. And evidently they work for the outside too. But yeah, I didn't notice that they had working mirrors. Yeah, and before you say anything, I don't notice when my wife gets a haircut or a hairdo thing either. So yeah, she'll come out and say, "How does this look?" And I'll say, "Looks great. Can you turn around?" Oh, you mean I have to really look? Okay, so I have grass. What was I going to do with it? I was going to unload it. That's what I was going to do. What if these forage wagons, if they do silage, they don't, do they? I doubt if they do. Well, that was a Krone. That was a mod. I forget. Okay, let's see. Where would that be? That would be... loading wagon. Krone. Does not say... I'll tell you what though, let's pull one under the silage conveyor and see if anything happens. That would tell us, wouldn't it? Gotta love it when a plan comes together. Doesn't look like it. No, didn't look like it. Alright, I didn't think so. That's okay. Alright, now I gotta figure out what to do with him, because the Starship Enterprise I had working out here in this field, and he's over there getting refueled. This guy, move it. A little further on. He's almost full. I think that's cool how he tells you when it's full. Alright, let's get this guy. This one only holds 75,000 units. Wish I could remember what the corn husker does. I think it's about 100,000. I'm pretty sure that those John Deeres hold more. I think somebody told me that. Scorpion's Edge, I think, told me that they hold a bit more harvest than the corn huskers. I think after I did the... you think I'd know. I did. Although, I wasn't really doing a showcase on the trailers. I was doing a showcase on the trucks, really. I should have probably included the trailers, I guess. Oh well. I can always revise it. Well, you learn things afterwards, you know. I did the... just this morning I uploaded the showcase on the Longcastle map. And I did that blind. I downloaded the map and I just got myself a Jeep and I just started driving around and looking at the map and seeing, you know, what was to be seen. And so I didn't know anything about the map, not a darn thing. I was kind of just touring the map and explaining what it was I was seeing. And it wasn't until later, you know, I actually recorded that several days ago, and I've been having all kinds of trouble with my recordings the last couple of days. I had that Longcastle map and the last episode that I just put up today of this farm. Now he's gonna, as soon as I empty, he's gonna fill up from that conveyor. You wait and see. Anyway, those two, I don't know what was wrong. There was something wrong with them. And I started at 7:30 yesterday morning uploading the video for the Idaho Map. At 11 o'clock last night, YouTube told me, whoops, there's something wrong and we couldn't complete this. All day it took, and it couldn't do it. I don't know what was wrong. So I went in, made some changes to the video, downloaded a different rendering program that I wanted to use, and then of course there's a learning curve there because I didn't know how to use this new piece of software, and so I messed around with it for a while. Finally got it going last night before I went to bed. I got to bed about 1 o'clock, and when I got up this morning, that video had been posted. So I don't know what went wrong. And but there it is. It, you know, you have trouble once in a while. Things go wrong. At least I got a new piece of software out of it that I can play with. I'm knocking down signs left and right. One time I hit a sign and it was stuck to the windshield of the rig that I was driving. And I'm heading to the other farm because I want to fill this up with silage and feed the milk cows with it. And the water truck should be there waiting for me. I'm rambling on again, aren't I? I started to tell you something, and I got into that rendering story, and there was a point that I was trying to make, and I completely forgot about it. So I'll have to rewatch this video to find out what it was I was talking about. Oh well. Yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. Yeah, if everything was 100%, you know, what's the point? If you can't laugh at yourself, who else is going to laugh at you? This is a slow loading thing here. Was I talking about the trailers? That's right. I was talking about the showcase, and I was talking about the Long Castle. What I meant to say was that I did that Long Castle blind, the showcase, and it wasn't until several days later that I actually took the time to start playing the map a little bit. And there's some stuff that I missed, and it's not my fault. It wasn't anything that you can see from taking a driving tour of the map. You have to actually play it to learn about some of the other things that you can do on that map. So there's a couple of extra things. Now I did go in before, as I was rendering that video, I did put in a couple of annotations of things that I found. For example, I didn't realize that the pig farm on that map is actually a second playable farm on the map, and you can actually play it. And so I think it was Scorpion's Edge pointed out that he actually even downloaded a mod for helicopters to put helicopters on the helipads and that kind of thing. Silage not accepted. Silage not accepted. Alright, well, so you can't feed them silage here. Well, you could. You'd have to put it where the grass is. Alright, fine. There it goes. Be that way. Just trying to feed cattle. Won't let me. So anyway, there's some other pretty cool things on there. There's also, on the map, there were some grain dumps. I don't know what else to call them. You know, the dumps where you where you deliver your grain to the silo, and then there's a grate on the ground, and you pull up and dump your grain into it. That's what I'm trying to say. There was a couple of those, and they're covered, and they have electronic gates on them to get in and out of them. And I didn't know what those were. They were just weird. They're just there at the end of a couple of long rows of fields. Well, what they are is it's a place where as you're doing those fields, you can drive in there and dump your grain, and it goes into your silos back at your farm. So you don't have to drive all the way back to the farm with your crops. That's kind of cool. There's 2 of them on the map that I've found so far. And then they're out, you know, with those, when you get a little further away from your farm. So they're kind of handy. Let's stop this guy. Where's my water truck? There he is. Took that case long enough to get here. But yeah, there's some pretty cool things on that map. I'll tell you what, if you haven't seen that video yet, you need to take a look at it. The guy that made that map, he just did a bang-up job. I really like it. And one of the things I really like is over by the pig farm. There's an area. It's part of the second farm. There's silos that are made out of glass, and you can see your fruit in the silos. It's really cool. I hadn't seen that on a map before. It's stuff like that that makes it kind of fun to go around and find new maps. Now, does this take water here? Does it? Oh, I guess it does. Wow, I couldn't tell. It doesn't look like there's any in there. Just that little patch right there. Wasn't that weird? So, that little puddle right there has 6 days worth of water in it. Interesting. Okay. Now, I don't know what goes in these other troughs, so I'm going to go take a look and see if water will go in them. No. 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 No, I'm just driving along and pushing the trigger. No. Water is not, well, at least it says that water's not accepted there. It didn't say it the first 2. Alright, so no water there. So be it. And by the way, if I had another tank, I could have just I could just come right here and get water. So I'm just going to leave this guy parked right there. And let's see, where is this guy? This is the Black Beauty. What's he doing here? Where's the other one? Where's the other? There he is. Okay, so we need to get this guy and take him over, grab some straw, and see if we can get some straw in the whoop. Whoa. Don't worry about mirrors. Use the windshield and not with your head. Yeah, I'm going to get some straw and take it to the dairy cows so they've got some bedding. I don't think it's going to stop raining today, guys. I really wanted to harvest. It's already almost 1 o'clock. I haven't done any harvesting yet. I'm pretty sure that it's not going to take a full trailer load. Fix that camera angle. Yeah, I hope I figured out the difference on the videos. I know that YouTube doesn't like 60 frames per second, and I was recording 1080p, 60 frames a second, and I was having trouble with it. It just took, I mean, it took hours and hours to render and then upload. If I do high definition at 2080p and 30 frames a second, which is what YouTube likes, well, they don't like the 1080p that much, but they like 720p and 30 frames a second. but I did 1080p at 30 frames a second. It took me 2 hours to render, and it took me 2 hours to upload that about a 45-minute video. So that's pretty good. That's actually not bad. All right, let's see if this works. Am I supposed to drive inside with this stuff? Oh no, there it is. Okay, so let's. There we go. It just doesn't take very much, does it? Well, I wonder. It probably goes with the amount of how many cattle did I put in here? Dairy cattle. Do I have dairy cattle? Cows. I only have 10. That's why it doesn't take anything. I'm pretty sure it goes by the amount of cattle that you have. All right. Well, fine. Peace. So be it. All right. So that didn't take much. I'm gonna have to buy one of those milk trucks as soon as I can figure out which color to get. I just can't make up my mind. It's just terrible. So I want to sell some stuff, and maybe I'll sell, if I can ever get it harvested, the oats and the yeah, I've got, this is all oats here. Wow, that's a lot of oats. What else did I do in oats? Just those two, I guess. And I've got some soybeans to sell. So, but we have to harvest it first. Let's see the game while I'm thinking about it. Half the time I forget to save the game. I end the episode and I go out and then I got to come in and say, oh man, I didn't save. Oh, and I didn't mean to do that either. But perfect timing. I was going to end the episode here anyway. When we come back, we might speed up time, get out of the rainstorm, and do some harvesting. In the meantime, I need to sell some stuff. Buy a couple more mixing stations, and hopefully I can make up my mind as to which color tank truck to buy, and I'll pick up one of those. So in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope I didn't ramble on too bad, and I wish you all a good day and happy farming, and I'll see you next time. This is Rude Man.